Hello and welcome to an album a day, day 184, going through my vinyl collection an album or so at a time. Right now, I am digging into my various artist category and going to my K-Tel collection and digging up 1984's Masters of Metal. Yeah. Yeah, this is a pretty cool album. It's got a great lineup. I don't know all the songs on it very well, but it does have a great lineup and some other stuff on here, which we'll get into. K-Tel had a very special label that they did their albums with, at least in the 80s anyway. There it is, the wonderful K-Tel logo. The vinyl is in very good condition. The jacket is in good condition, I guess. I mean, there's a lot of ring wear and some shelf wear, but there's no holes in it, so that's good condition. So there is the front in its glory, and the back advertises the front in case you wanted to buy it. I don't know, kind of weird. K-Tel is usually pretty random with their album covers, though. You know, they just like picked a bunch of bands and then picked an image and made an album. Just a generic little sleeve here, nothing special there. Crinkled and yellowed, but what do you expect from 1984? It's 2025 for crying out loud. But we get some really interesting choices put together on here. Trashed from Black Sabbath from the Born Again album. Kick-ass song, Ian Gillan on vocals. Can't go wrong with that album. Still waiting for that remaster super deluxe edition set. That's the next one up on the list, according to Tony Iommi. There's just been no date on it yet, but I'm still waiting. We get Mean Streak from a band called Y&T, which I'm not familiar with. I haven't listened to this yet. Breaking the Chains from Dokken, really interesting. Who's Behind the Door? Zebra, love that song. Just covered that on an episode of the Haskin Cast podcast, which will air, I think, next month, if I remember right. Rainbow in the Dark by Dio, killer track. Screamin' in the Night by Crocus, another banger. Lick It Up by Kiss. Street of Dreams from Rainbow, great track. Run to the Hills, Iron Maiden. Tom Sawyer from Rush. I mean, this is just such a great selection of songs. A World of Fantasy by Triumph, I'm not that familiar with. Never got into Triumph. I should give them a try. You Can't Stop Rock and Roll by Twisted Sister. And then Dancing in the Street, the cover by Van Halen to end it. So I would probably stop at You Can't Stop Rock and Roll. And once again, ignore Van Halen at the very end of something like I did Monsters of Rock. Well, I mean, we stayed for a couple songs so that we could say we saw Van Halen and then we left. So yeah, a really good selection of songs on this album. Only a couple that I'm really not familiar with. And a couple like Lick It Up, I think, is not the greatest song. I'm not a huge Kiss fan. Sorry, John Mottola. And then Dancing in the Street, you know, not a Van Halen fan. That one's okay. David Lee Roth's on vocals on that one. But for the most part, yeah, really good list of songs. You can't go wrong with the K-Tel album. That's the great thing. You know, there's such an interesting selection of bands and songs that you're bound to find something you like on pretty much everything. Haven't got into their country albums yet. They did, from what I could see on Discogs, it looks like they had a whole bunch of country K-Tel albums. And me not listening to a whole lot of country, I haven't given those a shot. But, you know, I did play in a country band. We played a lot of older country. There's actually some songs I really enjoyed from that time. So maybe at some point I'll dig into that selection. I can probably get them, you know, cheap enough in good condition. So yeah, that might be something I do down the road. But for now, guys, Masters of Metal, K-Tel. Can't go wrong with K-Tel. We'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.